Reading for February 24th, Science of Mind, A Philosophy of Faith, A Way of Life by Ernest Holmes. Reading from page 129, paragraph 1, through page 131, paragraph 1, using inclusive language. Summary of Part 1. There is a universal presence that acts as though it were intelligent, and we may assume that it is. There is a universal intelligence acting as law. We may also assume this to be true. There is a formless stuff in the universe, forever taking form and forever changing its form. This we may accept as being self-evident. We have every reason to postulate a threefold nature of the universal being, which we shall call spirit, soul, and body. We shall think of spirit as the great actor, soul as the medium of its action, and body as the result of its action. We shall think of spirit as the only conscious actor, the power that knows itself. We shall think of soul as a blind force, obeying the will of spirit, and we shall think of body as the effect of spirit, working through law to produce form. We shall assume that neither law nor the stuff from which form comes has conscious intelligence, but must, because of their nature, be formed by the Word. This simplifies the whole matter and enables us to see that in the entire universe, one power alone really acts, the power of the Word of Spirit, absolute reality, or universal conscious intelligence. The evolution of the physical brings us arbitrarily to a place where true individuality functions. From that day, a further solution must be through our conscious operation with reality. All nature awaits on our recognition of and cooperation with its laws, and is always ready to obey our will, but we must use nature's forces in accordance with its laws and in cooperation with its purpose, which is goodness, truth, and beauty, if we wish to attain self-mastery. We never create, we discover and use. Through this method, all sciences are evolved. We live in a universe of law, through which runs a spirit of self-knowing intelligence. All's love, yet all is law, mused Robert Browning. The law has done all it can automatically do for us. It has evolved us to a point of individuality and must now let us alone to discover the secrets of life for ourselves. We are potentially perfect, but free will and self-choice cause us to appear imperfect. In reality, all we can destroy is some particular embodiment of ourselves. The divine spark is always intact in our potential being. We awake to self-consciousness. We find ourselves already equipped with a mentality, a body, and an environment. Gradually, we discover one law of nature after another until we conquer our environment through our knowledge of the nature of those laws. Everywhere we find that nature does our bidding, insofar as we understand its laws and use them along the lines of their inherent being. We must first obey nature, and it will then obey us. We discover our ability to think and realize that from within there comes a reaction to our thoughts. We can think consciously, and mental law acts upon our thought, and our physical body is affected by our thinking. We next discover that we can think for others, causing a corresponding action in and through our bodies. In this way, we discover a mental medium through which thought operates. We now realize ourselves to be a thinking center in a universal mind. We next discover that our affairs are primarily a thing of thought, and that being able to think for others, we can also aid in the control of their conditions. We now realize that everything in the visible world is an effect, that back of all effects are ideas which are the real cause of these effects. The divine ideas are perfect, but our freedom of individuality causes us to appear imperfect. Through right thinking, we are able to uncover the appearance of imperfection and reveal the idea, behold thou my face forever.